It's a rainy day here at Purchase Green headquarters, so why not take a few minutes and read some viewer mail. Dear Purchase Green, I recently watched your video on the importance of seaming. The video was great, but I've heard some people use nails instead of glue to seam their grass. Does it matter which method you choose? Sincerely, Josh T. in Southern California. That's a great question, Josh, and yes, it does matter, so let's take a look at the differences. As we discussed previously, seaming artificial grass is equal parts skill and art. A good seam is one you don't even know exists, like those you cannot see in these yards. There are two generally accepted ways to seam grass. One way is to seam grass together using sawed staples or nails. The other way is to use seaming tape and glue. Using nails allows seaming to be done quickly, and it is a more cost-effective method. However, the seam will not be as robust as a seam done with tape and glue. Seaming with tape and glue, on the other hand, is a slower and more expensive method, but also produces a more robust seam. Regardless of which method you choose, when seaming, make sure you pay attention to the gauge, the distance between the stitch rows. In most cases, the gauge will be 3/8 of an inch. Whether nailing or gluing, when you're preparing to seam, be sure to maintain that same 3/8 inch gauge. Doing so will help prevent a bunching effect that creates a noticeable seam. Purchase Green generally recommends the tape and glue method for seaming because it does result in a more durable seam. It's important to note too that it's also the only method suitable for putting greens. There exists a third method, using double-sided industrial tape. This method is common for temporary installations and in hot climates. The higher the temperature, the better the tape will bond, making it one of the most popular choices in the Las Vegas market. So as you can see, Josh, it really does matter, but ultimately the method you choose depends on your project and your budget. If you have a question, email us at this email address, or come on in to one of our local Purchase Green stores. So until next time, I'm Chad Vanderveen for Purchase Green. Thanks for watching.